Welcome to another video. In this video we'll talk about the URL element overview in Titan Web. So URL is simple. You want to use it to add any URLs back to Salesforce. So drag over the URL field and you can click on this icon here, the full screen icon, to style anything to that element there. But if you click on the gear icon, you've got tons of stuff you can change. You can change the label, you can change the placeholder like this. You can even give it a default value, something like this, and then it will appear in there. Change the interactivity, tons of options here, like hide, disable, mandatory, autofocus, read only, disallow paste. Here you can configure Salesforce. These are the conditions you can write. You can set up value rules additionally to what is available. You can set up animations and you can set up metadata. Now, one of the things you want to be really mindful of is this, and this applies for the push or the get, either way really. So let's say I copy this. This is a legit address, alright? So go paste this here, you can see there's a green validation to say, hey, that's perfect, it works. But if, let's say I do this, all of a sudden there's a red line, which means this isn't a valid URL. So you must insert the full HTTPS URL in order for this to be valid. Otherwise it won't be valid and it will continue to throw up errors like this. Like that, okay? And when you submit it, it will say, hey, there's an error. In fact, let me just demonstrate here for you quickly. Let's say I go ahead and create an account in Salesforce. So let's go ahead and do that. Create new. I'll do account. Cancel that. I want to do a push. Account mapping wise, I'm going to say account name. I'll just give it another one. I'll just call it URL account, and then website. We'll link that to the field URL. Alright, and then type. I don't think it even matters at the moment. So either way, that's good to go. We'll click apply, close, and then in here I'm just going to assign that action. Salesforce action, here it is. Apply, save. Yep, so that's good. Now watch this. Same thing in there. If I put this in here, the URL, it's valid, it's accepted. If I do this and I try and submit it, it's going to say invalid value. Alright, this is something we want to really be mindful of. It must have the HTTPS full prefix for this to work. It cannot work like this. It also cannot work like this, where you just completely get rid of it like that and then just enter it in there like that. Alright, that won't work either. So hopefully that makes sense, and that's the URL element for you.